महावदन्याय कृष्ण कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने कवयति नमः नमो ब्राह्मणाय देवाय गो ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो ब्राह्मणाय देवाय गो ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो ब्राह्मणाय देवाय गो ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Today we are going to see 12th chapter Akshara Brahma Yoga, attaining the Supreme. So here Arjuna will ask some questions to Krishna in this chapter. Who is better, personalist or impersonalist, and the progressive stages of bhakti and the qualities that endear Krishna. So we'll see all those today. Let's take our blessings from Shri Shri Radha Govinda and Srila Prabhupada so we understand Bhagavad Gita in the right spirit and can apply it in our lives in the right spirit. Okay. So this is the Guru Pranam mantra that I was reciting. This is Prabhupada Pranam mantra. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatharini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Bol Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kalau Nasti Eva Nagataram. Yeah. Priya Mataji, you want to read this?
Uh, for spiritual progress in this age of Kali, there is no alternative. There's no alternative. There's no alternative to the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. This is from the Brihad Naradiya Purana. It's told that Hare Nama Eva Kevalam. Only Hare Nama. Hello, Nasti Eva Nagatarani. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Only one way, that is Hare Nama. Chanting the holy names of the Lord. Right? It's there in the Brihad Naradiya Purana. So this is Tanya's favorite shloka. Tanya, you want to recite it?
Sure. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomay bhaktiya prayachati tadaham bhaktiya partam ashnami prayatatmanaha.
Yeah. Can you read the translation too?
If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it.
So Krishna is telling, Krishna doesn't expect so much from us. He just expects a plant, fruit, even water. Toyam is water. Patram means leaf. And mainly we offer Tulsi to the Lord. Tulsi is a favorite devotee. Tulsi is Tulsi Maharani is so dear to Krishna. So every day we sing in the morning and the evening we sing Tulsi Arati in the temples, in all these contemplations. Morning and the evening because Tulsi is so dear to Krishna. So Tulsi Maharani, she'll always be at the lotus feet of Krishna. She'll always be at the lotus feet of Krishna. So if we have to offer a leaf, we better offer a Tulsi leaf to Krishna. And Patra Pushpam, flower, like this girl is offering flower to Krishna. Patram Pushpam Phalam, fruit to Krishna, and Thoya, even water. But the main point is Bhaktya Upahrita. Doing with bhakti. That's the whole point. Yomi bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upakritam. So if we are doing all these things with bhakti, then only Krishna will accept, and Krishna will take it, will accept it. Or else, if we're just offering to Krishna, Krishna can accept and cannot accept. It's in Krishna's hands. So what we are offering, what we are giving, it should be with bhakti, then Krishna accepts it full, 100%. Okay. So Krishna is today Arjuna has some questions. We'll see what Arjuna is asking. Soham, you want to read this? Can I see all your beautiful faces, please? If it's possible.
Arjuna inquired, which is considered to be more perfect, those who are probably engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested?
Yeah. So Arjuna is asking Krishna, what is best Krishna? Is it Brahman or or the Bhagavan feature? What do you think is more perfect Krishna? So Arjuna is asking this question. So what do you think? So Priya Mataji, what do you think? Is it Brahman the highest, or the most perfect, or Bhagavan feature is the most perfect one? What do you think?
The two-handed form.
Of Krishna, right? Awesome. Yeah. So Bhagavan feature of the Lord is more perfect. So Krishna also says the same thing. So this is Brahman, right? The effulgence coming from the Lord's body. And here Sakshat Krishna, the Brajendra Nandan. So Krishna in the two-handed form, is the highest, it's the most perfect form, as Mataji told. So there is nothing, no other form that's higher than Krishna's form. As I was telling yesterday also, all the 64 qualities are fully manifested in Krishna's form, right? So, what Prabhupada is telling, throughout the Gita, personal devotion to Krishna is recommended as the highest form of spiritual realization. Direct. Now, I have my nose here. I can touch directly like this. We don't have to turn. We don't have to use our hand completely to get here, right? So, if you have to go to Brahman, it's somewhere from Brahman and then Paramatma and then Bhagavan. Now we are in front of us. The Lord is there, and we are not. If you are not worshipping the Lord, and if you are doing all this. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyana, dharana, dhyana, and then samadhi. All these things, it takes millions of lifetimes. It just not, doesn't happen like that. But going to Krishna directly, it's a quickest. It's actually the quickest and sure shot, and it's the highest thing. So all the main things, all the important things are there directly in front of us. But we should have so much sukriti for this. It's not that easy to directly approach Krishna. If you are approaching Krishna, that requires so much Ajnata Sukriti. Else it's not that easy. For that matter, any other things that related to spiritual life, it requires so much Sukriti, requires so much Ajnata Sukriti. Else it's not possible. It's not that easy to get to do devotional service, or to get into the Lord's abode. It's not that easy. Right? So, whom you want to chant? You're on mute. Can I see your beautiful faces? I didn't see you both yesterday also. Soham, can you chant? Thank you. Where is Soham? He's coming. Tanya, you want to chant?
Sure. क्लेशोधकस्तेषाम् अव्यक्ता शक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देवभिरव्यपते.
Yeah. Thank you. Priya Mataji, you want to read this?
Yes. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is the very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Krishna is telling, for the minds who are attached to this unmanifested, what happens for the person who is so much attached to this Brahma Jyoti or the impersonal feature? The advancement is very troublesome. because they're doing the process by detachment. They're not attaching to something, right? If I'm doing some activity, if I stop doing that activity, I should have some other engagement, isn't it? Is it making sense? If I'm not doing some activity, if I stop doing some activity, I should be doing some other activity, right? So if we stop doing material things, we should be doing the spiritual things. If you're not doing material things and if you're not doing any spiritual things, then the advancement becomes really tough. So these Brahman people, they'll stop neti, oh, this is not this, no, not this, not this, not this. They don't want, oh, this is Maya, this is Maya, this is Maya. They don't accept anything. And then what happens? They're not attaching to the Lord also. They're offering just as a tyaga. They're just giving it, not with devotion, not with love for Krishna. So they're not having any positive engagement. So that becomes very difficult for the people. Still many people does this Brahman thing, but it becomes very difficult for them. It's not that easy. But Krishna consciousness, susukam kartam avyayam. What's the shloka? Does anyone remember? Susukam kartam avyayam shloka. राजविद्या राजगुह्यं पवित्रम् इदमुत्तमं प्रत्यक्षवागमं धन्यं सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्. Soham, do you know the shloka? Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. You know that?
No.
Tanya, you know that?
No.
No? Okay, that's okay. You know the Chatushloki, right? That's good. Okay. Soham, you want to read them?
Mataji, for one who worships me, giving up all his activities unto me and being devoted to me without duration, engaged in devotional service and always meditating upon me, who has fixed his mind upon me, also Bharata, for him I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death.
Yeah. Next one too.
Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me, always without a doubt.
Yeah. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, what's the best thing that we can do is engaging in devotional service of the Lord. So all of us are in this material ocean, right? In this samsara. We're all there. If I have to take you out, I should be out of water, right? To take you out of the water. If I'm in the water with you, how can I take you out of the water? Is it making sense? Soham, is it making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm in the water and you're in the water, I cannot take you out of the water. Someone who is out of the water can help us to take us out of the water. So Krishna, who is out of this samsara, out of this material world, he can take us out of this water, this samsara, this ocean. It's never-ending ocean. But if we take the lotus feet of Krishna, if we hold the lotus feet of Krishna, what will become the size of the ocean? Does anyone remember? The huge gigantic ocean will become the size of some print. Yeah, Mataji,
Calf,
you know it, right?
calf
Yes,
print.
yes, you got it. Thank
Footprint.
you.
Footprint of calf, yeah.
Yeah. Calf's hoof print. It just becomes the size of a calf's hoof print, and you can just jump over it. Right? That's it. When will that happen? When we do devotional service. When we do sincere devotional service for whatever activity that we are doing, it doesn't matter that we have to do some specific things. Only among the nine limbs of bhakti, anything you can take up. And if we start doing that, we just try to fix up our mind in any of that service, then sure, Krishna will come and with Garuda and he'll take us out of this samsara. He'll pull us out of the samsara. And what are the four main problems of this material life in this material world? What's the main four problems? Tanya, what's the four problems?
Birth, death, old age, and disease.
Yes, right. Having born. So birth, death, old age, and disease. These are the four main problems of human life. So anyone who is in the samsara, who is in this cycle of birth and death, they're supposed to have birth, they're supposed to have disease, they're supposed to have old age, and they're supposed to have death. But Krishna can take us out of these four miseries, four main problems of our life, right? So the best thing Now Krishna will give us gradation. So if you cannot do this, do this. Or if you cannot do even this, then do this. If you cannot do even this, then do this. Like that, he'll give us many options. So the best option, the first option that Krishna gives is to fix up your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of God, and engage all your intelligence in me. And then you'll live with me, you will live in me always without a doubt. So Krishna, the first thing that we can do, the best thing is to engage our senses in serving Krishna. The best thing is to fix our mind in Krishna. So whatever activity that we are doing, like how a mother who is, if a mother is a working mother, how she always thinks of the children, right? Whatever she's doing, if she's cooking at home and she's going to the office, she's getting ready, she's coming back home, all the time she'll be thinking of the children. So I have to do this for my children, I have to do that, I have to get this, I have to do that. So many things. And because even though we are doing so many activities externally, constantly our mind should be thinking of Krishna. And we are all not on that platform, right? So Krishna will give us different options. Okay, this is the same thing. So how you want to read this? It's the same thing.
Just fix your mind upon me, the supreme personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without.
Yeah. So first thing, the best thing is to fix up your mind upon Krishna. That's the best thing. If we can do it, we can. That's the best thing. But then what's the next thing? Okay. So this person, what he's thinking, I'll go to the mountains and focus on Brahman. Do you think he can go to the mountains and focus on Brahman? Tanya, do you think he can do it?
No.
No, right? It's too cold for him. So he'll be freezed. He cannot do anything there. It's so cold. It's super cold. And I'll go to the desert and focus on Brahman. Priya Mataji, do you think he can do meditation in the desert?
It will be too hot.
Absolutely. It's too hard for this person to be in the desert, right? And then I'll go to the forest and focus on Brahman. Soham, do you think he can go to the forest and focus on Brahman, Soham?
No, because there's gonna be like tigers and lions.
Sorry?
I know he cannot go to the forest because there's gonna be tigers and lions.
Yes. Wow. See, what if the tiger attacks me? He'll be thinking of all this instead of focusing on Brahman. So what do you suggest him? What do you all suggest him? What can I do in this Kali Yuga? What do you all suggest? Does anyone want to suggest anything to this yogi? What can he do in this Kali Yuga that we were doing always?
Chant Hare Krishna in his home.
Yes, absolutely. The best thing is chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He can sit in the home and chant. He can go out on the roads and he can chant Hare Krishna. He can do kirtan. He can do bhajan, right? So this yogi is so happy now doing Hare Krishna. Hmm. Okay. So now Krishna is giving I told Krishna will give the gradations, right? The best thing is to fix one's mind on Krishna. Okay, if you cannot do that, Krishna is giving some options again. Soham, you want to recite the shloka?
Chitam samdhatam nasakini mahistaram avyasi yogina tato mam ekhana dhyana
Jaya. Priya Mataji, you want to read the translation, please?
My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulated principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, you will develop a desire to attain to me. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So Krishna is telling, okay, if you cannot fix your mind upon me, then what you can do? Okay, then you follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. So follow the strict regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. What are the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga? Does anyone remember? What is Prahalad Maharaj gave the Navavida Bhakti? Tanya, what's the Navavida Bhakti? What are the 9 processes of devotional service that we can do for Krishna?
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnam Saranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandhanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmaviyetanam.
Very well. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, there are Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Right? So the true devotee wants nothing but the Lord. So does anyone know this incident? Does anyone know this incident? It's in the Mahabharata. Here we have Duryodhana and here Arjuna. They both came to Krishna for something. Priya Mataji, you might be knowing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell the story?
So Krishna was once sleeping, and Duryodhan and uh,
Arjun.
Arjuna, they both wanted his help, so they had come to meet him. Duryodhan thought he's the king, so he should sit on the chair. But Arjuna thought he wants something. He's always in devotion state, and so he sat at his feet. And then when Krishna woke up, like when we open our eyes, we will first see what's in front of us. So Arjuna was there, and Duryodhan was behind the head, which is impossible to see. So he offered his help first to Duryodhan, but he had asked that I just want your support. I don't want any other weapons or any other Narayani Sena or anything else. Though he said that I'll be just supporting you mentally, like not physically.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So, here Krishna is telling, my army will be on. So he gave 2 options for Arjuna and Duryodhana. So Krishna said, my army will be on one side and I'll be on the other side. And I won't. If I'm on the other side, I won't fight. My army, the Narayan Sena, will be the other side. So Arjuna said, I want you, my lord, not your army. Duryodhana is thinking, I'm an intelligent person he is. So Duryodhana is thinking, oh, I'm so intelligent. Oh, who wants Krishna? I'm getting all the Narayan Sena. Krishna, even though if Krishna is there, if he's not fighting, right? Even though he's there, he's not fighting. How foolish is Arjuna? But pure devotee of Krishna, pure devotee of the Lord, they knows the capacity of the Lord. It's not that now Arjuna is asking Krishna that so that he wants to win. His only intention that he wants to be with the Lord. There is no other. The true devotee wants nothing but the Lord. They just want the Lord. They don't want any other opulence or power, victory, nothing. They're just doing it, whatever they're doing, just for the Lord. No other agenda. Only the agenda is to please the Lord, to make the Lord happy. That's it. No other goal. Right? So if you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you'll come to the perfect stage. Okay. If you're not able to do even following the regulated principles, you're not able to hear about Krishna, you're not able to chant about Krishna, you're not able to do, then work for Krishna. Work for Krishna means uh, give some donation for the temple or help in the temple construction. If you're an architect, then design at the temple, design a beautiful temple for Krishna, or if you're some techie or something, whatever you're doing, you can use that service in Krishna. If you're not able to, if the work that you're doing is not directly related to Krishna, then you can offer the fruits of the work. You can offer some of the results of the work to Krishna. So that also becomes devotional service. So Krishna is telling if you cannot practice bhakti yoga completely, cannot do this Navavida bhakti, then you can work for Krishna. You can help in making garlands for Krishna. You can cook for Krishna. You can do any of these things. So working for Krishna. So Nanda Baba, he distributed 200,000 ornamented cows to the Brahmanas, hills of grains and golden brown garments and many ornaments in charity. Just on the next day of the first day is Janmashtami. Janmashtami is coming soon, right? So on the Janmashtami, the next day of Janmashtami is Nandostav. On Nandostav, Nanda Maharaj will distribute so many things for Krishna. So we can also do something for Krishna, like that. It is also found that when one who is not even interested in the activities of Krishna consciousness gives charity to some hospital or some other social institution, he gives up the hard-earned results of his activities. That is also recommended here because by the practice of giving up the fruits of one's activities, one is sure to purify his mind gradually. And in that purified state of mind, one becomes able to understand Krishna consciousness. So, if you're not able to donate to Krishna directly, many people might donate to the hospitals, and all these things are still the philanthropic works. It's still the pious activities. It still gets us punya. But progressively we can come to Krishna. But for a person who came to Krishna now, if he can donate to Krishna directly, then that becomes spiritual. All these things, it still accumulates punya. If you're getting punya or papa, you should get a body again. If you're doing so much punya, then you have to get a body to be born in an Ambani family or some family, right? To enjoy all that punya, whatever you got, or you need to go to heaven to be there for some millions of years and then come back after you've Shine Punya Matsalokam Vishanti. Shine Punya. When the Punya all completed in the heaven by enjoying all the heavenly delights, and then Shine Punya Matsalokam Vishanti. Again, we have to come back to this material world. And then we have to accumulate punya. And then accumulate punya and then go to the heaven and then finish all the credit there and then come back. And again accumulate. It's just again and again. We're just doing the same thing if you're doing punya. But anything if you do spiritual, that's an eternal credit, and that's a spiritual credit. That's not punya at all. That's not called punya. That's spiritual credit. So we have a temple construction at Mangalore. So if anyone are now already we have a beautiful temple at Mangalore, but now we are now Namrishta Prabhu they are trying to build a Siksha Dan, a school for Bhagavad Gita for the students to come and stay in the temple and learn Bhagavad Gita like a Gurukul. So if you are interested, you're most welcome to give some donation for the temple. I think Prabhu or I can share in the group about the details. If anyone would like to do some donation for the temple, so that would be a great service for Krishna for Janmashtami. Like how Nanda Baba did. We can also do some little service to Krishna. See, if one renders even a small amount of sincere devotional service, Krishna becomes obliged to elevate such person. What to speak of one whose entire life and soul has been dedicated to Krishna's service? See, our goal should be this. Our goal should be to dedicate our life and soul for Krishna. That should be our ultimate goal. But whatever now at this stage, whatever we are, wherever we can do some little service to Krishna. It's not about donation only. Anything you can do. Now you are learning this knowledge. You can tell it to others. That's also seva. It's not only donation. Anything you can do. Talking about Krishna consciousness. That's also if you're just telling one person what you learned in this class, that's actually just serving Srila Prabhupada. You see this little squirrel? You all remember this story, right? This little squirrel, it can do just small service to Krishna. It can just hold the small stone, but still Ram recognized it. That is Bhakti Yoga, right? So Shravanam is hearing. Kirtanam is chanting the holy names, forms, qualities, and the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. All the four. Anything if you do, that's still Kirtanam. Smaranam, remembering the Lord. Pada Sevanam, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. The Lakshmi Devi serving Vishnu. And Archanam, worshipping the Lord. And Vandanam, offering prayers to the Lord. Many devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam, the Srimad Bhagavatam is full of prayers. It's full. Kunti Maharani's, I love Kunti Maharani prayers a lot. She says, Namo Pankajanaಭಾಯ, Namo Pankajamali, Namo Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangraye, Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandanaya Cha, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Pankajanaಭಾಯ. Krishna, your navel is lotus, because from Krishna's navel, the lotus flower sprouts and Brahma is sitting, right? So she says, Krishna, your navel is beautiful. Namo Pankajanaಭಾಯ, Namo Pankajamalini. You wore a lotus garland. Namo Pankajanaಭಾಯ, Namo Pankajamalini, Namo Pankajanetraya. Your eyes are also like lotus. Then what she says? Namo Pankajamalini, Namaste Pankajangraye. And then your lotus feet is also lotus. So your whole body is full of lotuses, right? So Kunti Maharani, who is Kunti Maharani? I think Priya Mataji knows it. Priya Mataji, who is Kunti Maharani?
Mother of Pandavas.
Yes, right. She is the mother of Pandava. So, and then she says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. There are a series of beautiful prayers that Kunti Maharani sings for Krishna. Very beautiful prayers in the first canto of Bhagavad. And then Bhasyam, that is Hanuman, and Sakyam is Arjuna, and Atmanivedana, completely silent to Allah. Right? So this is the learning pyramid. So if you want to retain the most of the things, whatever we are learning in these classes, first thing is hearing, whatever, and then reading, and then audio visual. This is how we are doing it. Demonstration, discussion, that's good. Practice doing. So whatever I'm telling you, if I'm telling about the Navavida Bhakti. So if we start hearing about Krishna, if we start chanting about Krishna, if we start remembering about Krishna, offering a flower to Krishna every day, offering some water to Krishna, offering a fruit to Krishna. This is practically doing it. We can feel the bliss. We can feel the happiness. When I still remember my first time after my 18 days of Bhagavad Gita, I was assuming this is 16 rounds of chanting. So I thought 16 rounds means I don't know that each round means 108 rounds. So I thought 16 round means 16 times chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I not even before, I think in the first or second day of 18 days course. So I remember I was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. 16 we can easily count on fingertips, right? So I was chanting on the fingertips and I was so happy after chanting that 16 names of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then I realized, then I got to understand that the 16 rounds means 16 into 108 times. It takes 2 hours usually to finish 16 rounds. So, and the best thing is to teach others. So whatever you're learning, whatever learning you're doing here, if you just chant it, if you just tell it to other people, you can retain most of it. And this thing is do it practically. Show it practically how to do it. When you do it, the people will learn by just seeing how you do it, right? Soham, you want to read this? Soham?
You gotta take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, in meditation, and better than meditation is realization of the fruits of action. For by such realization, one can attain peace of mind.
Thank you, Soham. So Krishna, so we saw if you first thing Krishna is telling us to do to fix your mind on Krishna. Okay, if you're not able to fix your mind on Krishna, okay, then try to follow the regulated principles of devotional service. Krishna, this is also very tough for me. Then Krishna is telling, okay, work for me. Okay, this is also very tough for me. Tough for me. If we tell that, Krishna is telling them cultivate knowledge, cultivate. Read Shastras, read Vedas, know about Krishna, know about Lord, know about the philosophy, what is all about. And then better than that is meditating on Krishna. It's not about bhakti scriptures. Bhakti scriptures is also reading Shravanam Kirtanam. It all comes under the regulative principles only. So this is just knowing dharma, artha, kama, moksha, right? What is my dharma? As a kshatriya, what I should do? As a brahmana, what I'm supposed to do? As a vaishya, what I'm supposed to do? As a shudra, what I'm supposed to do? These are 4 varnas. We have 4 varnas and 4 ashramas. Does anyone know them? What are the 4 varnas and the 4 ashramas that Krishna talks about? Chaturvarnam maya shrishtam guna karma vibhagashah. Krishna has created these 4 varnas and 4 ashramas for the humanity, for the humankind. These are the varnas and ashramas created by the Lord. Does anyone know the 4 varnas and the 4 ashramas? Priya Mataji, you know it.
No.
Tanya and Sohan, you guys know it. What are the 4 varnas and the 4 ashramas?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so I'll let you guys know. The 4 varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. These are the 4 varnas. And the 4 ashramas are Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasi. You don't need to know all these things because we directly. It's better to know. It's not. It's always good to know. So these are the four varnas and ashramas. Then know which varna you belong to, which ashrama you belong to, and try to know about that. But better than that is to meditate on Krishna only. And better than that is to give away the fruits. So whatever work we are doing, we should offer some amount of work, some amount of fruits means the whether it may be salary or some time or whatever that we can do some activity as an offering to Krishna, as a service to Krishna. So that's the best thing. And what happens with that? One can attain peace. Right? Mm. Tanya, you want to read this?
Free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service. With determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me.
Yeah. So Krishna is telling in the last point that we are going to see in this chapter is what things makes Krishna what things makes Krishna feel dear to him. So what are the qualities that we need to develop so that we can become dear to Krishna? So each one will have specific qualities that they like in persons, right? So Krishna is also having some qualities that he like in his devotees. So what he's telling, who is free in both, who is equal in both happiness and distress. Why Krishna is telling all this? Who are we? Why Krishna is telling to be equal in both happiness and distress, to be always satisfied, tolerant, self-control, and be unengaged. The main thing is to be engaged in devotional service with determination. Come what may, whatever is coming. If there is some problem in family, there is some problem in office, there is some problem in school, whatever it is, whatever problem it is, devotional service should never be stopped, because that's the only means to take us out of this material world. All these things, they may come and go because of karma, or maybe arranged by Krishna for our betterment, whatever the situation may be. But devotional service should never be stopped. And that, how can one cannot stop it if they are in the association of devotees? If they're not in the association of devotees, then it's not possible. It's not that easy to do devotional service. It's always good to be protected, to be around the devotees, to be in the protection, in the Narayana Kavacha. Chanting the holy name actually is an Narayan Kavach. In the morning, if you chant the holy name and go anywhere, it gives so much protection for us. We can really feel it. The 16 rounds of chanting, Prabhupada says is Narayan Kavach for the devotees. So fixing his mind and intelligence upon me. So such a devotee is very dear to me because this will lift us above the bodily platform. That's why Krishna is telling to be like this, to have this sama sukha dukham. So sukham and dukham, we should be equal. We should not be so happy when we get so when we get many things, and we should not be very sad when we don't get anything. We should be equal at both happiness and distress. All these things will elevate us to the point of soul. Will elevate us to the consciousness that we are not this body. Most of the times we think that we are this body. Very few times we may think that we are not this body. So these qualities, if you develop, that really helps, right? Soham, you want to read this?
Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way to put others into anxiety. At the same time, if others try to put a devotee into anxiety, he's not disturbed. It is by the grace of the Lord that he is still practiced, that he's not disturbed by any outward disturbance. Actually, because a devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional services, all such material circumstances cannot move him.
Yeah. Who is this personality here? Who is this person here, the 5 years old boy? Who is this personality? Does anyone know? We talked about him before also.
Prahlad.
Yes, Prahalad Maharaj. So Prahalad Maharaj, even the devotees put in so many trouble. That's what I was telling. In whatever situation we are in, whether there is a trouble in our school, whether there is trouble in home, or friends, family, whatever there is, we should never stop devotional service. Because Krishna is there as a Paramatma. He's seeing everything. Don't think that only you are there. So Paramatma is always there with you. There are two birds on a tree. One bird is just watching and the other bird is doing all the activities. So Krishna is always the witnesser. He's always seeing what you're doing. He's always watching you. Someone is there always to see you. So if someone is doing so much for us, we can, at least we should do something in return, right? All these things, whatever we have, it's all given by Krishna. So we are as a matter of duty. But as a matter of duty, children has to do something for the parents, isn't it? So we are all children of Krishna. So we should always try to engage ourselves in Krishna service, and we become happy. It's not that it's so troublesome to do anything for Krishna. Susukam Kartumamyam. It's Raja Vidya. It's king of all knowledge. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. It's the secret of all secrets about knowing about Krishna. Knowing about Krishna is not that easy. When once one comes to the point of understanding and knowing about Krishna, then we should always try to engage all our activities in devotional service. Like how Prahalad is doing, 5 years old boy. His father is trying to kill him. See, does anyone have that situation in our home that our parents are trying to kill us if we are doing devotional service? Actually, they're requesting us to do devotional service. That they want us to do devotional service, isn't it? So you should always engage in doing devotional service. See, the person who is in Maya, who he thinks about himself. Oh, I'll buy a big phone and TV compared to my neighbor. So he's comparing with other persons. But the person who is in Krishna conscious, he'll become very peaceful. See, he'll say, "Oh, I'll buy a Bhagavad Gita," isn't it? So you all have the copy of Bhagavad Gita in your homes, right? Tanya and Sohan, you have Bhagavad Gita with you, right?
Yes.
Yes. See, because you're working for Krishna, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. So a devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, frees from all pains, and who does not strive for some result, is very dear to me. So Krishna is telling what are all qualities that he's very dear to. So Krishna likes a person who is pure, who is expert, who doesn't care, who I mean, who doesn't care? It means who doesn't care about himself. He cares for all the other people and free from all pains. And because he doesn't expect so much. People have so many complaints because they expect so much from other people. If we don't expect so much, if we try to do whatever we can and be calm, then it will be good. But if we are expecting so much from the other people, then the pain comes. Then it feels, oh, he might have done much more to me. She might have done much more to me. It becomes really difficult. But Krishna says, whatever we are getting according to our karma. We should be happy. Why I'm born with these parents? Why not in the Ambani family? Why not in the Birla family? Because that's what our karma is. Why not in the devote? You're all born in the devotee family, so you're all very you did so much tapasya to get there. It didn't come like that. It didn't just come like that. So any good thing, if it's coming or any bad thing it's coming, it's because of our karma. And we should accept it with two hands, and we should be okay, Krishna. I'll work for it. I'll work on this. If someone is torturing us in this life, then we might have tortured him in the previous life. So that he came again to torture us. So we should not see the person. We should not hate the sinner. We should hate the sin. And so we should not commit those mistakes again. Don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. Prabhupada says. This is very dear to me. Who is this person? Does anyone know him? The person, he doesn't have eyes. He's blind. Maybe you may not know, right? Does anyone know him? The personality here?
No.
No? Yes. He's Surdas. He's a devotee of Krishna. See, every day Krishna used to come and sit to hear the bhajans of Surdas. So Surdas, he's blind, right? So he used to go to the temple every day. The pujari in the temple, he used to ask Surdas, "Are you cannot see the Lord, then why are you coming to the temple?" Then Surdas would say, "Oh, if I cannot see, Lord can see me. So I'm coming so that Lord can see me." And then Pujari in the temple, he used to ask him, "What do you think Krishna owed today?" So he used to guess exactly what garment color Krishna was wearing every day. So the pujari was really perplexed. How you are able to tell this? You cannot see, right? Actually, the pujari got perplexed whether whether he can see and he's just lying that he cannot see. He was thinking like that. So and so he asked Surdas about this. Then Surdas told that every day Krishna we used to come in Surdas' dream, and he used to ask Surdas which color dress I should wear today. So Surdas used to tell Krishna which color dress he should wear. And then Krishna used to go into the dream of Pujari, and he used to tell the Pujari, "Okay, I want to wear green today. I want to wear red today," like that. So whatever Sudas would tell Krishna that color Krishna used to wear. See how beautiful, how glorious Krishna is. And then later when the Pujari got to know it, Pujari was really happy. Because devotees will be very happy to meet another devotee. They both were devotees and they were happily serving Krishna in their own ways. Prabhu has shared the attendance link. Please to mark your attendance. This is a small chapter. Just have few things. Yeah. Sanya, you want to read this?
Yeah, one who is equal to friends and enemies, who is enclosed in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contamination, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and engaged in devotional service, is very dear to me.
Who is equal to friends and enemies? So whomever we meet, wherever we go, we have to tell about Krishna. We have to tell about Krishna consciousness. Oh, he's not my friend, so I will not tell him that he's not this body. We should not do that. Even though he's an enemy, we should go and tell him, my dear sir, you're not this body. Your spirit soul. We should go and tell that because people are struggling so much because they doesn't understand that they are this body. They're doing so much ugra karma. Ugra karma means painful activity. While we are doing, it's painful. After we finish it, it's painful. Before also, it's painful. That's Ugra Karma. So people are many people, almost all the people are doing this Ugra Karma because they are thinking that they are this body. And they're doing so much for this body. Every day from day to night, eating, sleeping, getting ready, getting new clothes, all these things they're just doing for this body. They're not doing anything for the soul. But we are not this body at all. We are changing bodies every minute, right? Which before, when I was a child, we were a child body, and then a toddler body, and then young body, and then adult body, and then old body. And then we get into a new body. Just like changing garments, how we change the cloth, similarly we change our dresses. The body is just the dress. It's just made of earth, water, fire, air, ether. Only these five elements. And we are so much engrossed in this, and we forgot. It's just like we are trying to do some brushing or some clean up to the cage, but inside there is a bird, there is soul that's hankering for Krishna, and no one knows it. And we have a huge responsibility, who knows this, to tell other people who are suffering, whether it be a friend or enemy. We should go and preach people, we should go and tell people, my dear sir, you're not this body. We should go and tell them. If they take it, if they don't take it, that's still on their court. The ball is in their court. We should throw the ball at least in their court, right? Soham, can you do that tomorrow? Can you tell anyone about this? Or have you told anyone before?
Uh, can you repeat it, please?
I'm telling, can you tell tomorrow to any of your friends? My dear sir, you're not this body. Can you tell that?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me what your friend tells, okay? Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So, such a person, now Soham is very dear to Krishna because he's going and preaching about Krishna. Krishna says, no one is more dear to me as the one who preaches about my glories, who preaches about me. Because whole humanity is suffering because they don't have Krishna consciousness. Because they don't know that there is a personality Who is there with that person 24/7? Paramatma is there with us 24/7, 365 days. He's with us in all the lifetimes, not only in this lifetime. Okay, I'm in this human body now. I'm in a cat body also, Paramatma is there. If before I was in a dog body, Paramatma is there. I don't know in which body I was in before. Maybe an insect body or a frog body or whatever body. In every body, Krishna doesn't mind. Krishna will be there, right? So if our parents they know us in when we got this human body only, but Krishna knows us when I was in a cat body, when I was in a dog body, or maybe in an insect body or in a frog body, whatever body. Krishna is there all the time. So such a who is equipoised in the honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, all these things is elevating us to the consciousness that we are not this body. And who doesn't care for any residence, and who's fixed in knowledge, who is fixed in Krishna consciousness. So and engaged in devotional service. Such a person is very dear to me. So Queen Kunti, Kunti Maharani, she says, Vipada Santata Shashva Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yahi Rishikanam. No. No, Vipada Santata Shashva Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yahi Apunar Bhava Darshanam. So Kunti Maharani, she asks for more troubles. Give me more troubles, Krishna. Does anyone wants to ask that question, that thing to Krishna? Priya Mataji, you want to ask that thing to Krishna? Krishna, please give me some more troubles. Will you ask that?
No.
No, right? We won't ask. We have enough troubles. We won't feel like asking more troubles for Krishna. But Kunti Maharani, she's a very exalted devotee. So she's asking Krishna, Vipada Santuta Shashva, Tatta Tatta Jagadguru. Give me more troubles, Krishna. What happens if I get more troubles and remember you more? Krishna, please save me. Krishna, please save me. So if I remember you more, then I no longer see this material world. I'll go back to the spiritual world. The more we remember Krishna, the more success for this human life. So for any life, but in the dog body, I cannot do much. I cannot chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the dog body. I can only bark, right? But if I get a human body, I have higher intelligence to think, to know about scriptures, to know about Krishna, to know the tattva, to know the tattva, the sambandha gnan. What's my relation with the God? Now the cat, dog, or any so-called animal who has lower consciousness, they cannot understand God. The human being is the only being who can understand God. That's why he has higher consciousness. If you're just doing same what the cats and dogs are doing, what are the four things that are common between us and the animals? What are the four things that we discussed it initially? Does anyone remember? What are the four things that are common between us and animals? Tanya, do you remember?
What?
What are the four things that are common between animals and humans? Try to recollect it. Soham?
Four things common between animals and humans.
Yeah.
Animals and we can get disease. And
No, not that answer. They're the four problems of human, the four problems of material life. Four things that are common that we do and the animals also do. We also do and the animals also do. What we do at night? What you guys do at night?
Sleep.
Sleeping, right? Yes, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Mathaji. Common
Yeah.
thing is eating, sleeping, mating, and defending.
Haribol, thank you. Thank you so much. So, Soham and Tanya, can you tell it again? What are the four things that just Prabhu told?
Eating, sleeping,
Mating,
Mating, reproducing,
reproducing,
and
and
defending.
huh?
Defending.
Defending.
Yes. I'll ask you guys tomorrow again. Okay? Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. These are four common things that we and animals do. If you're doing same or only these four things, then we're no better than an animal. if we are doing anything above that, what is our being as a human? When if we got this human body, we work so hard to get this human body. Just to be in this human body only. If you see any human around us, that means that he works so hard to get there. He doesn't need to be some big person or he's some super intelligent person. No, none of these qualities. Just seeing a human being. There are crores of people around us. Just by seeing them, we have to understand that they did so much to get there, right? And if you're doing just the four things, trying to get a nice bed to sleep properly and get nice food to eat and get a good spouse and then many children, 10 children, 5 children, and then defending that, like how the countries are defending now. No one can enter into any other country without a visa. We should have a stamp, right? No one is allowed to enter in any other country just like that. We should have there's so many restrictions. So this is defense, right? Isn't it? It's all defense. So if you're doing all these things only, then we're no better than an animal. Our goal, being a human, is to know higher, to know about God, to understand as someone the gnana. What's my relationship with God? Why am I here? Why am I suffering? I don't want to suffer, but I'm suffering. Why? These are the questions that human can only ask. No animal, no other being can ask such questions. And some great personality like Kunti Maharani, they ask for more problems, but we are not in that position at all. Our position is that as much as to get out of this world and not only getting out of this world to serve Krishna. Ultimately, wherever we are, sthane sthitigata, wherever we are, be there and chant about Krishna, talk about Krishna, hear about Krishna. That's it. No other thing. Just do the Navavida Bhakti. And Krishna will progressively take us to the higher and higher consciousness. Mm. So devotee he is prepared to accept all kinds of risks for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of his devotional service. Such a devotee is very dear to Krishna. So here, Shiva, during the Samudra Manthan episode, the churning of initially from the milk ocean, the poison came out, hala poison. So Shiva, he drinks the poison and he keeps it in the kanta. That's why he's called as. Does anyone know what he's called as because of keeping the poison in the neck? Priya Mataji, you know it? What Shiva is called or Shiva is called?
No, sorry.
No, that's okay. He's called as Neelakanta because he holds the poison in the neck. Okay. So one who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is free from contamination, who is always free from contamination, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and engaged in devotional service is very dear to me. So here, our dear Srila Prabhupada, he has all these qualities. He hardly bothered about anything. He went to the West. He went to the West to give knowledge to the people. He went to the West to give knowledge, to give Krishna conscious to the people. The devotee, he's parat dukkha dukhi. Someone in the distress, the devotee cannot tolerate it. The person don't have the person don't have any problems, but if they see other people in problem, they feel very sad. So that's the quality of a devotee. Krishna will protect the devotee at all circumstances, but the devotee will become sad by seeing other people sad. We generally become happy when others are sad, but devotees are not like that. Devotees will feel very sad if others are so. They see devotees see the condition so suffering. The Maya is kicking left, right, center. And Ramakrishna Prabhu says this always. The Maya is kicking us left, right, center. Still, that person is still doing what he's doing. He still wants to get the kicks from Maya. How unfortunate. We should spread this knowledge. That should be the goal. We can do this for Krishna. We have to do it for Krishna. So the power of the holy name of Krishna, only pure devotion can attract Krishna. Does anyone know this story? Satyabhama took a vow, right? So does anyone know this story? Krishna is seated in one of this. It's called Thula Bara. Krishna is sat on the one side, and then all the gold ornaments, everything was put on. But Krishna was not weighing. So Satyabhama was really upset. She's trying. What should I do now? So Rukmini comes there and she puts a little tulsi leaf. So patram pushpam phalam toyam, right? So just the patram, just the little flower. Sorry, leaf. Just the leaf. Patram. She puts the tulsi leaf, and then immediately Krishna gets down. So what attracts Krishna? Only pure devotion. Not Krishna has everything. All the gold, all the ornaments, everything, so-called thing, whatever. Krishna is not waiting for our food, for our chapati, for our dal rice. Krishna is not waiting for all those. Krishna is waiting for our devotion. Krishna is seeing how much devotion we have, how much bhakti we have. Krishna has everything. Krishna, there are millions of Sahasra Koti, that millions of Lakshmis who are serving Krishna, thousands and thousands of Lakshmis are there serving Krishna. Where Krishna is hardly bothering about our dal, rice, or chapati. Krishna. Krishna sees with how much devotion we are offering, how much devotion we have for Krishna. That's the main thing. So he who follows this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engages himself with faith, making me the supreme good, is very, very dear to me. So this is our dear Srila Prabhupada. His whole life and soul, whole life was Krishna conscious. Whatever he was doing, wherever he was going, he was just spreading the Krishna's glories. That's how it should. Tanya, you want to read this?
Yeah, in this chapter, it is decided that through good association, one develops attachment for pure devotional service and thereby accepts a bona fide spiritual master, and from him begins to hear and chant and observe the regulative principles of devotional service with faith, attachment, and devotion, and thus becomes engaged in the transcendental service of Lord.
Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. So, so the main point is to do devotional service, to be in the association of devotees. We cannot do anything without the association of devotees. Adav Shraddha. Adav means devotees association. Even to get Shraddha on Krishna, even to get some taste, to get faith, to get Shraddha, Drida Shraddha, strong faith on Krishna, we need the association of devotees. And after Shraddha also, Sadhu Sangha. We need association of devotees. Everywhere, wherever we are going, we should be in the association of devotees. This devotees association will progressively help us to everywhere, wherever we are, in whichever stage we are, we should be in the association of devotees. It's told, right? If we are the person whom we associate with the five top people. Five top people whom we are associating with, we become that person. So if you are associating with the enthusiastic devotees who are serving Krishna, who are so enthusiastic in serving Krishna, who some may be very enthusiastic in cooking for Krishna, making garlands for Krishna, or in deity worship for Krishna, in doing deity worship for Krishna, and deity dressing for Krishna, anything. If you're just around the devotees, around the association of devotees, it enhances our bhakti. We progress much faster than if you're just alone and doing whatever we are doing. Actually, Prabhupada says it's illusion. If you're doing alone and if you're doing bhakti, then that's illusion. Maya is tricking you many times. But if you're in the association of devotees, you can learn many things. Okay? The first thing is Shravanam. That's what we are all doing. Shravanam and Kirtanam. First is hearing the Lord's Leelas and stories. And then singing the Lord glories, chanting, telling to other people. And then if you're telling, we should be able to remember it, right? So the first main three things are Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Vishnu Smaranam. So these are the beautiful deities of Swarnamduri. And here we have Shishi Gaunitai, Radha Govinda, Nashingadev. Here also we have the baby Radha Govinda. So everything is within the limits of time, but time moves under the direction of the Lord. who is therefore not within time limit. So we are all bound by time, but Krishna controls the time. See, Krishna is holding the remote. Krishna is controlling the time. So how can you manage the time effectively in Krishna consciousness? So if you see in this jar, this is very important. These are the big stones are the most important things. These are not so important, and these are not at all important. So if you're filling our whole day with not important things, then we don't have time to practice Krishna consciousness. So first thing that we have to put the big stones, right? And then we can fill the jar, and then the non-important things will come later. So the first thing that we have to do every day is to put the important things. Like in the morning, Priya Mataji is hearing Bhagavad Gita in the morning. So she's putting the thing which is very important, right? The chanting. Just chant one round, 108 rounds, 108 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It just takes 10 minutes. If you're speed enough, generally it takes 8 minutes. If you're very slow, it takes 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes in a day for chanting. It changes your whole day. Just try doing it. And doing bhakti yoga and studying and taking care of the family. All these are very important things for it. So these things should go first. And then all the not very important things can go next. And not important, we should try as much as we can to reduce them. But if it's mandatory, still it's not important, but it's some things will be urgent but not important. So those things we have to do. So those things can come later. Right? Okay. So we'll end our class today. So Krishna gave different gradations, how we can worship Krishna, and what are the good things, what are the best things that he likes in devotees. He told all the qualities, who is very dear to Krishna, right? We'll end here. We'll end here today. Mancha kalpatarushasha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantapuri Vaishnavindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna. Priya Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mathaji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.